thrilled to have with us the architects of the Energon Universe, which is some toys, I believe, like some beloved toys. Okay.
Beloved, cherished, and legendary toys.
Okay, by the way, we have Robert Kirkman here.
Hello.
A fairly well-known figure, The Walking Dead, Invincible, also the publisher of Skybound, which does the Energon Universe. We have a two-time Eisner Award winner last night. Three times.
Yeah.
Okay, we lost track.
No,
Daniel
it's
Warren
fine. It's
Johnson
okay.
back here.
If I had $1 for every time today I've seen Daniel Warren Johnson go 3 times.
Well,
You'd be richer. The truth is the truth.
in the back, we have Josh Williamson. You are writing...
Duke, Code Commander, and G.I. Joe.
There you go. You got the tough guys there, the tough
Yep.
guys.
Oh, yeah.
And we have Tom Riley. I got your name.
Zero-time Eisner Award winner.
Zero?
Yeah.
G.I. Joe. Yeah.
Well, you know what, buddy? Let's go. We can talk about that.
Thanks so much.
And finally, Sean Matthews.
Jackie, what I do?
Yes. I am the publisher of Skybound.
The publisher. Okay, well, there we go. Well, we know the Energon Universe has completely taken over the top of the charts. Robert, if there were charts in comics sales, I understand that these books would be at the top.
Oh yeah, we're crushing Batman. We're crushing Spider-Man. You laugh, it's true.
How did you set about saying we've got to make these the hottest things? I mean, because there's a lot of new lines in comics. There's a lot of attempts. So, what was the thinking? Like, we got to do this. We got to make this the thing.
It definitely wasn't a goal of making it the hottest thing around. It was the goal of just making it exciting to us. We've loved these characters, these properties since we were children, and I think because we have lived with them for almost our entire lives, there's a magic that we see in them that we are trying to bring out for people that may not have experienced them the way that we have. People like young Tom Riley here. And so it was really just sitting down and going, okay, like, how do we, like, what would excite me? That's what my thinking was. Like, what would excite me? What would make me have to buy all of these books? And I was like, it'd be really cool. I'd like a cohesive universe. Like something that's like manageable, but like intricately woven, every book standing on its own, being its own thing and being great, but when you read them all together, it's this woven tapestry. It's the ideal version of what we've all wanted from Marvel and DC for our entire comic buying lives. And so I thought, okay, that'd be really cool. And then, Sean and I start building from that. And then Daniel and Josh came on and started like supercharging all the different sides of the Transformers and G.I. Joe stuff, adding more characters, kicking new corners into the universe and bringing in new elements. And, it's really like, I'll try to talk like Dan. It's like a jam session of us all sitting there riffing together like a band, because you play guitar.
Yeah, I will have a ton of jam sessions.
I don't know, man. You play on your YouTubes.
That's true, I do.
Yeah. Well,
I watch your YouTubes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Well, we all knew, I mean, no offense to anyone in the back row, but we did know when DWJ come on board that, him drawing Transformers was,
Yes.
I mean, I would have done that. Anybody would have been like, oh, if we could get it, Daniel Warren Johnson.
But would he have said yes to you?
Well, that's true. Yeah, absolutely true. You had to have the right fit.
No, you said about like the hottest, like we never thought about being the hottest.
Right.
It was just like we've gotten excited over new universes, lines before, and ultimately like they don't sustain themselves. They fall into the same traps, and I think that we love comics and we want to do like this the best way possible. And it's a bonus that with all the attention and sales, we're able to do this for a very long time.
It's been awesome.
But people, it's like what we're saying. People want something to be excited about.
Yeah, right now particularly. I think
do.
that's it too. And I think they want entry points right now. And they want something, it's not just about new, it's about really feeling like clear entry points into these universes. And I think that's what Energon is giving them right now. It's you can easily pick up Transformers #1, you can pick up White Rivals, you can pick up Duke and Cobra Commander, and really dive into that story without a lot of baggage. And I think that's something that comics have been missing for a moment.
Well, we like our jumping on points.
No, for sure.
For real. It's really important to have. No, I mean.
Well, no, we just announced at the panel that Void Rivals #1 is going back for its 10th printing. We're calling it Skybound Gold, and like the collection has been out since April, and fans are still turning out and want to experience it in periodicals and come on board, and like that's going to be the same for each of these series.
Yeah. So how about as an artist, Tom? what's challenging about this? Or what's cool?
Thought that it'd be a very fun challenge. This is usually my history in comics has been more superhero sort of comics, more bombastic, fantastic stuff, less technical reference of different like vehicles, real world things. So this is more of kind of a grounded story with like real people and set in like real world areas, less fantastical. That's sort of an area of my artistic talents that I was hoping I could sharpen up a little bit doing this. So it's been a very fun challenge.
What was the action figure you always wanted as a kid but never got?
Optimus Prime.
What, you never got it?
I asked for Optimus Prime. This is the saddest story. I asked for Optimus Prime for Christmas, and I got my stocking, and I had a pair of Optimus Prime slippers in the stocking. And then I opened all my presents, and there was no Optimus Prime. And I told my mother, I asked for Optimus Prime, and I got Optimus Prime slippers. And my mother said, I think Santa just misunderstood. But Optimus Prime was like $40 in stores, and $40 it was like a Nintendo system back then.
Dude, I am feeling so deeply for you right now. Holy
You understand the source of this
Listen,
no wonder you're so driven.
if you knew how many vintage unopened Optimus Primes I own now, you wouldn't feel bad. But anyway, so
You know what mine was? All right, I know as the host I should, but mine was, because I'm older, so we had the Sears catalog, and in the toy section,
hell yeah.
which we go through, you guys are going to laugh when I say this, it was that tabletop football game.
Oh, yeah.
That jiggled, and the little guy would
like the
go,
magnet thing?
Yeah, with the
Yeah.
magnets. The little quarterback would go, and then somehow, I didn't know how it worked. And I thought, I'll have this thing with the little football players. And, I went to my grandparents. I was like, I want one. And they were like, no, you don't, Heidi. And yeah, I never got it, but it's just, now I'm reliving this. Who's the next creative team on Transformers?
Oh, well,
Daniel
me.
Warren Johnson.
Well, so here's what I'll say.
Okay.
We have me on writing, and I'm doing a pretty awesome job. I have to
Yes,
say.
you are. Look, look, we don't want
He's got-
we
There's
don't
a
want
reason.
you.
No,
Look,
there's a
we don't want
okay.
you.
Here's the deal.
What?
Okay, it's because there's this scene coming up, and I won't say anything about it. Don't worry.
That's fine. I'm not worried.
It
Sit right
involves
here.
a hiss tank and a remote control, and I'm so excited. I'm like so pumped. It's just gonna be so great.
We keep pushing that back to keep him on the book.
Yeah.
We're like, you
Well-
can't do it in that issue. You gotta keep.
It's
doing
just
it.
really fun to write. I'm having a really good time, and honestly, I feel like when you read something and you can kind of read the joy between the lines, it really helps helps me connect with the book.
How much do you still enjoy writing comics?
Well, I mean, I'm fitting it in. I'm doing it. Like, there's a reason for that. I'm show running the Invincible show. That's taking up a lot of my time. But I'm trying to cram in as much time as possible to write comics, because that is my true passion. I enjoy working on the shows, and I enjoy stewarding comics that I've done into other media to make sure that it's as cool as it can be. But my focus will always be writing comics, because that's the most fun.
Thank you so much, though. Thank you, everybody, for coming. Robert, Daniel, Josh, Tom, and Sean. I'm Heidi McDonald. Thank you for joining us here on Con Daily.